Hello guys, I'm Mac the Mechanic. I will give you information about an automotive. So don't forget to subscribe this channel. And this is Genesis G90 2023. Genesis made a splash when it first revealed the bold look of the redesigned 2023 G90 sedan. The luxury brand has shared details about the G90's powertrain, suspension, interior, and the many available niceties that will be offered when this new model arrives in the US in 2022. An available air suspension will be able to lower the car at higher speeds for better aerodynamics or raise the car for rough terrain. The G90 will also offer a rear-wheel steering system that can turn the rear wheels up to 4 degrees for better maneuverability. There will be adjustable settings for the brake tuning, which Genesis calls chauffeur, that we assume will make the brake pedal either more or less sensitive. Sit on the center console, all the hedonistic pleasures you'd expect from a luxury sedan will be on offer, including a fragrance system, massaging seats, and a 23 speaker Bang & Olufsen audio system. The G90 will also be capable of downloading over-the-air updates, and drivers will be able to set up a fingerprint scanner to grant access to the car instead of a key. All this makes the new G90 is likely to be significantly more expensive than the outgoing model, which starts at $74,995. But it will still surely cost several $1,000s less than the German competition, including the Mercedes S-Class and BMW 7 Series. Getting specs out of the way first, at 207.7 inches long, the new G90 is nearly 2 inches longer than the outgoing model and has a wheelbase that's almost an inch longer. The long wheelbase model, which unfortunately will not be coming to the US, increases the wheelbase by 7.5 inches. The only engine option is Genesis twin-turbocharged 3.5-liter V6 paired with an 8-speed automatic transmission, with rear-wheel drive standard and all-wheel drive as an option. The LWB G90 gets a 48-volt electric supercharger added on, though we don't have power figures yet. There are a bunch of new chassis features that should make the G90 even better to drive. The multi-chamber adjustable air suspension can automatically raise the front wheels when going down a slope or raise the whole car by nearly an inch for better clearance over rough surfaces. The suspension also has a camera at the front that scans the road ahead and adjusts the dampers for coming situations. A first for the G90 is rear-wheel steering that can turn up to 4 degrees in counter-phase or 2 degrees in phase, improving low-speed maneuverability and high-speed stability. There are 3 different braking settings, including a chauffeur mode. Like the exterior design, the new G90's cabin is stunning, luxurious and more than a little quirky. The dashboard has a horizontal motif that echoes Genesis' other models, with slim air vents that span the length of the dash and lovely real wood trim pieces that flow from the dash onto the door panels. The G90's gauge cluster and 12.3-inch infotainment screens are under one large glass panel that's integrated behind a wing-like shape, and it's running Genesis' new infotainment system. There are a handful of physical media and climate controls in an oval-shaped section lower in the dash that also houses more digital climate controls, while the center console has the rotary gear selector and infotainment knob from the GV70 and controls for things like drive mode, audio and the seats. I love the 2-spoke steering wheel, too. Genesis describes the G90's interior as satisfying to both drivers and passengers who are being chauffeured, and to that end, the rear seat is sumptuous. As standard, the G90 has a 5-seat configuration with a rear bench, but a 4-seat VIP configuration is available. The VIP setup adds a fixed center console with tons of storage and an armrest. That has an integrated screen and infotainment controller. But even the normal setup has a fold-down armrest with an 8-inch touchscreen, infotainment knob and controls for things like the seats and window shades. The LWB model also gets a 10.2-inch screen on each rear seat back. One additional neat feature is storage for magazines and books in the C-pillar trim. The G90 will be offered in 12 different paint colors, including a couple of matte finishes and interesting shades like Bariloche Brown, Valencia Gold and Halisang Green. 19-inch wheels are standard, but a few different 20 inches are optional. There are a number of interior schemes. Each of the 5 options is available in signature design form, which adds leather to more surfaces along with gorgeous stitching on the seats. Some of the wood trim options are made from reprocessed newspaper, while others use the Korean sangam technique to add. Genesis G matrix motif is real metal inlays. Genesis says the G90's interior uses antibacterial materials in addition to the sterilizing UV light, and the HVAC system has special air filters. Available features include powered doors that are closable via multiple buttons inside, dual panoramic sunroofs, 22-way front seats with massage, 16-way rear seats with leg rests and neck pillows. Wireless charger for the rear seat, a foot massager for the rear seat behind the front passenger, fingerprint authentication, a head-up display, remote smart park and an integrated dash cam that's accessible via a live feed on a smartphone. The 23-speaker Bang & Olufsen sound system has a wild virtual venue, 3D surround mode that imitates different sound spaces, and the G90 has laminated glass and active noise cancelling. The G90 also debuts Genesis' first in-car fragrance system, and a mood curator function adjusts the fragrance, ambient lighting, seats, audio system and other features to suit different moods. Genesis says US spec deliveries starting at some point later this year, but pricing and fuel economy figures remain unreleased. The outgoing 2022 G90 starts at around $75,000, and given all of the new features, it wouldn't be surprising to see this new model command even more dollars. So that is information about Genesis G90 2023. See you next time with other automotive information. Bye bye.